A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the 44.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Browns 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 31.
Going quickly out wide to Moore.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Browns at 5-9 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's It's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
54.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
We have 23.
Now Lawrence on first down.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Browns nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
First carry now for Pierre Strong.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Now it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play. First down, Denver.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive has turned into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fielded at the 33. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down towards the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. This one swung out to Williams.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Greg Dulcich
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Browns nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Watson on first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready up!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Rip, 23.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become bad.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got him.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert! Alert!
Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Hey, run.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now an option play on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Third and long, it's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
11.
Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Nick Bonito in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Watson. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Makes it 24.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's got it. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.